Welcome to the One Place East Talking Newsletter for July 2026, edition number 38. So for the first page, as normal, at the top we have an image. This month's image is very apt for summer. It is a very light teal blue background, and overlaid on that there are 5 different ice lollies of different colours: pink, green, blue, white and yellow. And then on top of that, on the right hand side, we have a black One Place East logo with a white outline and white bold text which reads Newsletter July 2026. On the centre of the page, again as normal, we have 3 images. So the left hand side image is of 2 ladies who are both wearing a headscarf, and they have food in front of them. And I know that this photo was taken at a recent visit to a Gurdwara as part of our Faith Tour project. Both ladies are looking directly at the camera and have a very light smile on their face, but look like they're obviously enjoying their food. The middle image is of a man and a woman who have a tree behind them and are both wearing sunglasses. So look like it's a very sunny day. The man is in the most vibrant shirt I've ever seen, which is absolutely beautiful. And so is the lady, to be fair. And again, they're both smiling. And then the right hand side image is of a lady taken in the One Place East office at a recent floral design workshop. And she has a very bright bouquet of flowers in her hands, is looking directly at the camera and has a very big grin on her face. And then underneath that, to the left hand side, we have text which reads, "Our community takes centre stage at this year's Disability Festival in the Park. One Place East are proud to be one of the leading organisations in delivering a disability festival in the park, taking place at Christchurch Green, Wanstead, on Wednesday the 22nd of July from 12 till 7 p.m. More than just a festival, this is a celebration of our community, showcasing the talents, achievements and voices of disabled people and bringing together families, friends, organisations and supporters from across Redbridge and beyond. The heart of the festival is always our community performers, who will take centre stage alongside exciting tribute acts, including Michael Jackson, Tina Turner and Ed Sheeran. Visitors can also enjoy accessible sports, creative arts, a petting zoo, fun fair rides, the Uniting Friends Vintage Tea Room, wellbeing activities, laugh-able comedy, food and drink, and an information village packed with local services and support. With so much on offer, this promises to be one of the best and most exciting inclusive events of the year. A festival in flyer is enclosed with this newsletter. Scan the QR code to find out more and discover everything that's in store." So on the right hand side, we have a bright green text box which reads, "Inside, OPE Faith Tour begins," page 2, Self-Development Series, page 4, Health and Wellbeing Essentials, page 7, Have Your Say, Accessible Transport, page 10, and then we have an image of a Disability Festival in a Park flyer, and next to it, it reads "Flyer enclosed." And that is the end of the first page. Page 2, we have a One Place East Faith Tour. So top of the page is a dark blue text box with a white One Place East logo, white bold text which reads Faith Tour, and to the left and right of the text, we have different symbols for different religions. So we have Islam, Christianity, Judaism, Sikh, Hindu and Buddhism. And then underneath we have Tour 1, A Very Wonderful Beginning. Our first Faith Tour began last month, where we were warmly welcomed by Satvinder Singh at Gurdwara Karamsar in Ilford. We entered the Darbar Hall, in brackets main hall. We covered our heads, removed our shoes and washed our hands as a mark of respect. Inside, we bowed before the Guru Granth Sahib, hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, the central holy scripture of Sikhism. We then joined in Simran meditation, accompanied beautifully by Teja on the tabla. Along the way, we learnt a little about Sikhism, including the holy scripture, the golden temple and Nishan Sahib, in brackets the Sikh flag, that stands outside every Gurdwara, welcoming each and every one of us. We finished in the Langar Hall, in brackets food hall, where everyone thoroughly enjoyed the delicious vegetarian food and drinks. A wonderful first tour. Thank you to everyone who made us feel so welcome. And there are about 5 pictures on this page besides that article, which are a bit small to see, but thankfully I've seen them before, so I know what they are. We have an image of Teja on the tabla. We have a group image in the hall of people eating, and then a group image just in the main part of the Gurdwara, it looks like, and everybody just looks very, very happy, and it looks like I actually missed that day, but I really do wish I'd went. But if you missed it and you're like, actually, that sounds like I have something I want to do, we do have Tour 2 and Tour 3 coming up. So Tour 2 is the Islamic tour at Regent's Park Mosque, which is on the 15th of July from 1:30 till 3 p.m. So that is in Regent's Park in central London. And you can come along if you would like to learn a bit more about the Muslim faith. The meeting point for that is 12:15 at the One Place East office. And then our Tour 3 is an Anglican tour at St Mary of Eton in Hackney. And that is going to be on the 26th of August from 2 to 4 p.m. So that is if you would like to learn more about the Catholic faith. And the meeting point for that one is at 1 o'clock at the One Place East office. We only have 20 places available on each tour. So if you do want to come along, please do contact the office, ask to speak to Manjit or Safer, and they can book you on. And we do have further tours coming up across the rest of the year. So even if you can't make these two, hopefully you can make one of the next ones. So do contact the office, or you can email info@oneplaceeast.org. And that is the end of page 2. Page 3 is split into 2 sections. So top half is Learning Disability Week, 15th of June to the 21st of June, Do You See Me? One Place East was pleased to mark Learning Disability Week 2026, which took place from the 15th to the 21st of June, under this year's theme of Do You See Me? The theme highlights the importance of ensuring that people with learning disabilities are seen, heard, valued and included with their communities. At One Place East, as part of the celebrations, was everyone come together to ensure a shared meal and meaningful conversations. The event provided an opportunity to recognise community inclusion and the achievements of people with learning disabilities. We would like to thank everyone who attended and contributed to making the celebration welcoming, inclusive and enjoyable. And above that article, there is an image of a meal out that the LD group had. There are 7 people. They went to Big Mo's Diner in Ilford. I can't tell that from the picture, but I know they did. And they're all sat around the table. There's a lot of food and drink on the table. They're all looking at the camera and they all have really big smiles on their faces. So they look like they had a lovely time. Underneath that, we have a flyer for Journal for Wellness, which is a fortnightly online writing group for reflection and renewal on Mondays from 6 till 7:30 p.m. And the dates coming up for that are the 27th of July and the 10th and 24th of August. This workshop is hosted by Cara Wilson and Sue Morgan of One Place East. Each session offers gentle prompts to help you explore your thoughts and feelings, space to write freely, creatively and without pressure, and every other session will include a somatic practice to support calm and embodiment. You can join any session, no writing experience is needed, just curiosity and an open mind. Give yourself the time and space to slow down, to pause, to write and connect. Book your spot today by either scanning the QR code on the bottom right of the screen or visiting tinyurl.com/events OPE. For more information, please contact the One Place East office, or you can email cara.wilson@oneplaceeast.org. And that is the end of page 3. Page 4 is a 4-page flyer for One Place East and Run Up, which is our mental health project, a self-development series of workshops. So the main colour for this flyer is a dark and a light green. So the heading is Wellbeing Workshops for Your Mental Health, the Journey of Empowerment. And on the right-hand side, there's a picture of a lady who's looking up, it looks like, at the sun, because there's like quite a bright thing on her face. She's smiling with her eyes shut. And underneath her, it reads Trauma-Informed Sessions to Support You in the World Today. So we have the Alchemy of Anger. So that workshop they're all 2-part workshops. So that will be on Monday the 7th and Wednesday the 9th of September. And that is if you want to explore triggers, experience and transmute anger into healthy life force energy. Then we have the power of grief, which is exploring the purpose and power of grief and how to find peace in the moment. That will be held on Monday the 9th and Wednesday the 11th of November. And then we have empowerment of self-love, which will be on Monday the 14th and Wednesday the 16th of December. And that is to bring your understanding together to find the beauty and empowerment in self-love and acceptance. So each module is covered over 2 days and can be attended individually. However, as this is a series, each module builds upon the previous module's topic. Therefore, we encourage you to attend all modules to allow for greater personal development, but that is not essential. Like, you can just attend one of those three. They will all take place from 10:30 a.m. till 3:30 p.m. on the Monday and Wednesdays of the dates, and they will be held at the One Place East office. And we also have it opened up to be a hybrid workshop. So if you can't come in for any reason, you can join online via Zoom, but there are limited slots available. So if you would like to book, please visit tinyurl.com/events-OPE. You can scan the QR code on the bottom right of the screen. You can phone the One Place East office, Sue on her mobile at 07939 975 763, or you can email runup@oneplaceeast.org. And that is the end of page 4. Page 5 is a flyer for our wheelchair forum, who excitingly have just got a new logo. So the logo is of like a clip art type of symbol of somebody in a wheelchair. Their arms are back, so they look like they are pushing their wheelchair forward. The main colours are teal and dark blue, and then underneath we have black bold text which reads Wheelchair Forum, and then in the same blue colour we have Empowering Mobility. So a lovely logo. And on the right hand side we have an image of 5 people sat around a table, and all of those are wheelchair users. And then on top of that we have a light blue text box which reads Turning Experiences into Action, Wheelchair Forum Update. So the Wheelchair Forum met in June to discuss the issues that matter most to wheelchair users, with a particular focus on experiences of wheelchair services provided by AJM. Members shared a range of concerns, including poor communication, duplicate and missed appointments, delays in repairs and equipment deliveries, and cases where incorrect equipment had been supplied. Many felt these issues were affecting wheelchair users across the area and highlighted the significant impact they can have on people's independence, mobility, health and daily lives. The focus of the meeting was planning for a regional meeting with AJM, taking place on the 13th of July. Forum members agreed that the meeting should be constructive, outcome-focused and centred on the experiences of wheelchair users. A new working group has been established to help identify the key themes and questions that members want to raise, ensuring that wheelchair users' voices are heard directly by service providers. The forum also discussed wider issues affecting disabled people, including accessible transport, co-production opportunities, rising costs for carers accompanying people to activities, and the importance of involving wheelchair users in the design of services. Members continue to gather case studies and personal experiences to help build a stronger picture of the challenges people face and support positive change. The Wheelchair Forum remains a friendly and determined group committed to improving services and advocating for wheelchair users across the community. So the upcoming meeting dates for the Wheelchair Forum. So meetings take place on the second Monday of every month from 2 till 4 p.m. And coming up on the 10th of August, it will be held at the One Place East office, as it also will on the 14th of December. And then on the 12th of October, it will be held at Citygate Church. For more information or to get involved, please contact Lisa or Rupal on 0208 925 2435, so the One Place East office number, or you can email their very own email address, which is also new, like their logo, at wheelchairforum@oneplaceeast.org. So the meeting is supported by, it says underneath, One Place East, AJM Healthcare and Citygate Church in Ilford. So if you are a wheelchair user or somebody with limited mobility, you are welcome to join. Just give Lisa or Rupal a call or an email and they will book you in for their next meeting. And that is the end of page 5. Page 6 is an exciting one. It's Redbridge Outdoor Arts. It says, you are all invited to celebrate South Asian Heritage Month with Redbridge Outdoor Arts. Redbridge Arts are proud to present Roots to Rise by Nandita Shankardas. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly. Apologies if I haven't, if you're listening, Nandita. Blending classical Indian dance with folk and contemporary movement, 3 South Asian women conjure up a journey back to the land. It's about their personal and collective histories, learning from one another and their ancestors. This environmentally themed production is a celebration of resistance and community, which takes audiences on a journey back to the land, the soil, and the stories written in the stars. For more information, visit tinyurl.com/RVRR0726. The show is free, accessible, relaxed, take place on flat surfaces, and is performed outdoors, meaning you don't have to sit still or be quiet throughout. You can come with the family, alone or with friends, and seating is provided. There is touch tour information coming soon, but for an easy read general access guide or to let Redbridge Vision know about any access needs at the performance, please contact Sarah at culture@visionrcl.org.uk. There is an access point at every show where you can get support for you on the day. Save the full Redbridge Outdoor Arts Summer Show programme dates. So we have Saturday the 25th of July, which is Ken Aston Square in Barkingside. The show times are 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. We have Sunday the 26th of July. That will be at Ilford Town Centre at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. And then on Saturday the 22nd and Sunday the 23rd of August, we have Stopgap Dance. Company present Rotes. That I can't pronounce that, sorry. That's not Rotes, and then there's like a symbol, so I don't know how you pronounce that symbol, so apologies for that. And then on Saturday the 26th and Sunday the 27th, we have Company DHW presents Go Grandad Go. So you can check out the full programme through to September by scanning the QR code or visiting the link already mentioned. And on the left-hand side, we have a picture of 2 ladies who look like they're dancing. They're in very lovely top and skirts, like really long skirts. They both have their arms up in the air, and one's bending backwards and one's bending forwards, so they're obviously mid-performance. And then under them we have follow Redbridge Arts on Facebook and Instagram at Redbridge Arts, and then underneath a logo for Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, if you want any more information on the Redbridge Outdoor Arts programme, do visit the link or contact Sarah at culture@visionrcl.org.uk. And that is the end of page 6. Page 7 is a full page flyer for Health and Wellbeing Essentials, which is a 3-part series with SA Nutrition. So the first part is actually already taken place. It says free in-person events. So we have Resilience and Stress Management, which is going to be held on the 27th of July from 10:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the One Place East office. And that is for building emotional strength and learning practical strategies to manage stress in everyday life. This interactive session helps participants identify triggers, understand the impact of stress on the body, and create a personal resilience toolkit to use at home or at work. And then the third part is the power of sleep, which will be held on August the 3rd, again from 10:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the One Place East office. And that is for exploring the essential role sleep plays in our physical and mental well-being. We'll look at the science behind rest, how to improve your sleep habits, and the links between diet, stress, and sleep quality. A better night's sleep starts with better understanding. And it says to book, please visit tinyurl.com/events OPE, or you can phone the One Place East office or email cara.wilson@oneplaceeast.org. And there is a QR code on the right hand side of that. And that is the end of page 7. So page 8 and 9 are part of the same project, which is our Roots to Activity Project 2026. So of page 8, At the top, we have a beautiful image. And honestly, when I was sent this image, I actually posted it on social media saying I think it's one of the nicest images I've ever seen. So there are I'd say about 20 people, some standing, some sitting on a bench. I think it was taken in Valentine's Park, but I might be wrong. But there is obviously a background of trees and grass. It's a very sunny day, and every single person in this photo is looking at the camera and literally has a smile on their face. And what I think makes it so beautiful is that there are so many different colours in this photo. So like we have someone wearing a bright yellow top, two in a bright blue top, someone in a bright purple top. We've got somebody with bright red hair. Like the colour contrasts are just beautiful. It's a really lovely photo. And underneath that we have get walking with us this summer, join the walk, share the journey. We're excited to share our walking programme, offering a great way to stay active, meet new people and enjoy the outdoors together. Each walk lasts around an hour and finishes back at One Place East, making it a friendly and accessible way to get involved. So there are two different types of walks as part of this project. So at the bottom of page 8, we have short walks. So in July, we have Tuesday the 21st of July, and that is meeting at Manor Park Station at 1 p.m. So all of these are then walking back to the office. And then Wednesday the 29th at 3 o'clock, we have meeting at Valentine's Mansion. And then the August short walk is Monday the 24th of August at 1 p.m, meeting at Loxford Polyclinic. And then in September, Tuesday the 1st of September at 1 p.m, meeting at Manor Park Station. So that is the end of page 8. And then moving on to page 9, we have the long walks. So I believe these walks are between 2 and 3 hours long. So walk 1 is the Charlie Brown's Nature Walk, which will be on Monday the 20th of July from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the meeting place for that is the bus stop R outside the big Tesco in Woodford Road. So that's near Charlie Brown's roundabout. This accessible 3-hour walk explores the green spaces around Charlie Brown's roundabout, South Woodford and along the River Road in back to One Place East. A great opportunity to enjoy nature, stay active and meet new people while discovering local landmarks. And then walk 2 is the circular nature walk. So that is going to be on Tuesday the 4th of August from 11 until 2 p.m. And the meeting place for that is the Glade, which is IG50RW, which is the end of the 169 bus route. So at the bottom of Fulwell Avenue. So this nature walk takes participants through the beautiful woodlands and open spaces of Claybury Woods and Claybury Park. Lasting around 2 hours, the route is a great way to enjoy nature, spot local wildlife and explore one of the area's most historic green spaces. And then the third and final walk is the Fairlop Nature Walk. So that will be on Wednesday the 17th of August from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And the meeting place for that is Fairlop Tube Station, which is Central Line. This scenic 6.5 mile, in brackets 10.5 kilometre walk, takes participants through green spaces and local landmarks, including Fairlop Waters, Fairlop Golf Course, Aldborough Hall Equestrian Centre and Seven Kings. Lasting around 2.5 to 3 hours, it's a great opportunity to enjoy nature, explore local history and finish the journey back at One Place East. So whether you are up for doing some short walks or some long walks or both, in fact, there's something for everybody. And it does then have a logo for the Disability Festival in the park. And it says you can also find us at the Disability Festival, where you can sign up for our walks. And on the day, we will be offering 2 guided short walks around Wanstead. And the meeting place for those is at the One Place East tent. So we've got our own marquee on the day at 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So 2 separate walks. You can attend one or you can attend both. For more information or to register your interest about this project, please contact Andy Murphy at the One Place East office number, or you can email him at andy.murphy@oneplaceeast.org. And it says, we'd love to see you there. And at the bottom of that, it says a project of, and then has the One Place East logo, and then funded by, and then there's the logo for Transport for London, London Marathon Foundation Inspiring Activity. So they are the wonderful funders of this project. So that is the end of page 8 and page 9. Page 10 is a 4-page flyer. Top half of the page, we have an image to the left, which is blue squares with a white outline and white symbols inside them. So one is a person in a wheelchair, one is a symbol of a man or a woman with a walking stick, and the other is with a pram. And then we have all of the projects of One Place East that are involved in this meeting, which are One Place East for Change, so our campaigns and information sharing group, our site support group for visually impaired people, Run Up, our mental health service, One Place Voice, which is our service for adults with learning disabilities, and our wheelchair forum for wheelchair users and people with limited mobility. So this is a joint meeting across all of those projects. Heading is, do you have something to say about accessible transport? Join our meeting on Tuesday the 28th of July from 10:30 to 3:30 p.m. at the Kenneth Moore Theatre. Join us for an accessible transport information event, bringing together organisations that provide and support accessible travel across our community. We will have representatives from Redbridge Mobility Service, Comcab, Dial-A-Ride, Transport for London in brackets TfL, and local providers, including Redbridge Mobility Transport, will be on hand to share information and discuss transport options available to disabled people, older residents, and those with additional mobility needs. This is a great opportunity to learn about local services, explore the travel support available in the area, and have your say about accessible transport services. We want to hear about your experiences, challenges, and ideas to help improve accessibility and ensure that transport services better meet the needs of our communities. Come along to connect with local providers, ask questions, share feedback, and help shape the future of accessible travel. Lunch will be provided, so booking is required, and besides that, we have 2 images of a sandwich. If you would like to attend, contact Erica Miles on the One Place East office number, or you can email erica.miles, that's MILES, at oneplaceeast.org. And so at the bottom left, we have a One Place East logo. And beside all of the text about that meeting, we have different images. We've got a Transport for London logo, a Dial-A-Ride logo, a black taxi with a Comcab logo on the side, and a minibus that looks like a Redbridge Mobility Transport bus because it has a logo on the side of that too. So if you use accessible transport in the borough or beyond, please do come along to the meeting, but please make sure that you book in advance just so that we know for catering purposes. And that is the end of page 10. Page 11 is our recurring events, which feature in every newsletter we have nowadays. So we have a bright orange heading at the top with a white One Place East logo, recurring in black text and events in white. And then on the right hand top side, we have a white box with a QR code which reads "Scan Me," which will take you directly to our events diary. If you are not using a QR code and want to visit our events diary, it's oneplaceeast.org/events. So starting from the top, we have our reminiscence group every Monday from 2 to 4 p.m. at the One Place East office. That's for anybody who just wants to join in. They're a really, really friendly group. They also have quite a lot of outings as well, which is actually featured on the last page of this newsletter. So if you would like to be a part of a friendly group, please feel free to join that meeting. On Tuesdays from 11 to 1, you can find us at Redbridge Central Library for our One Place pop-up. That's if you want to know more about the services we offer. You can pop in and see us anytime between 11 and 1 every Tuesday to speak to a friendly member of our team. Creative workshops happen every Thursday from 10:30 till 3:30 p.m. at the One Place East office. So if you are somebody who likes to get creative or wants to learn how to get creative, please feel free to join our One Place creative workshops. And then on Thursdays from 12 p.m. meeting at Ilford Station, we have our Proper Blokes Club Team Redbridge Walk in partnership with the Proper Blokes Club. So that is just an hour's walk every Thursday meeting at 12 for any men in the borough who would like to have a little walk and talk for some peer-to-peer support. And then on Wednesdays from 5 till 7 p.m, we have One Place Gaming. That is at the One Place East office. So people always assume it's just PlayStation, Xbox. It's not. There's also board games. There's also card games, There really is something for everyone, and they're a very big group, but a very beautiful group too. So if you would like to just like go along and try it out, please feel free to do so. And if you want more information, you can contact Andy Murphy. And then we have our Calm in the Mind and Body. So the next date for that is Saturday, the 25th of July. That is held online via Zoom from 3 till 5 p.m. And that is suitable for anybody suffering from overwhelm, anxiety, depression, PTSD, chronic health conditions, or just people who want to relax, unwind, and connect with themselves and others. Then we have our site support group meeting for people with a visual impairment. That is going to be on Tuesday, the 4th of August from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Redbridge Central Library. Please ensure you book before attending, and you can do so by contacting Aways. And then last but not least, we have our One Place East Learning Disability Group. That meeting will be held on Tuesday, the 11th of August from 4 till 6 p.m. at the One Place East office. So that is for anybody living in the London Borough of Redbridge who identifies as having a learning disability. And that is the end of our recurring events and of page 11. Right, so page 12, which is the final page of this newsletter, top half of the page is an image in the background, which is of either a river or a sea. It's just a body of water, basically. I should have just said that. Heading is All Aboard Greenwich. There is a white One Place East logo with a blue outline around it. It says, join the One Place East Reminiscence Group for a relaxing summer day out as we take to the Thames and enjoy a historic trip to Greenwich. So that will be on Monday the 27th of July, meeting at 10:30 at the bus stop outside the One Place East office. We'll travel by Uber boat from Barking Reach to Greenwich, taking in some of London's most famous riverside sites along the way. Once in Greenwich, there will be time to enjoy lunch, explore the area and take a stroll through the beautiful Greenwich Park before heading home by DLR. This is a wonderful opportunity to socialise, share memories and enjoy a day out with friends in a relaxed and friendly setting. For more information or to book a place, please contact Kate on 0208 925 2435 or you can email info@oneplaceeast. Greenwich is a beautiful area, so if you have never been, I would recommend going along with the guys. They're a very friendly bunch, and there's a very, very lovely pie and mash shop in Greenwich. If anyone likes pie and mash, I'd recommend going there. And then underneath that, we have the advert for our One Place East Talking newsletter, which I won't read because you obviously know about it because you're listening to me. Save paper and save trees, just encouraging anyone who receives the paper version to consider signing up online if possible, just so that it saves on printing and postage costs while also saving the planet. Then our @OnePlaceEast handle for Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Spotify and YouTube. And then lastly, our funding logos, which have recently been updated. We have the London Borough of Redbridge. We have the Health Inequalities Fund, which is NHS North East London logo. We have the London Community Foundation, the Doyley Cart Charitable Trust, our Transport for London, London Marathon Foundation logo for our Routes to Activity project. Then we have a London Borough of Redbridge Community Infrastructure Levy, in brackets, NSIL logo. And then lastly, but certainly not least, our Lloyds Bank Foundation logo. And then our registered office, our registered charity number, and our company limited by guarantee number. And that is the end of page 12 and of the One Place East July newsletter. So as mentioned on the front page, we did have an insert, which is for the very exciting and long-awaited Disability Festival in the Park. So we have a 2-page flyer enclosed with a newsletter. The first half of the flyer is with the date, which is Wednesday the 22nd of July, from 12 to 7 p.m. out at Christchurch Green in Wanstead, postcode E11 2RH. It has free entry. So the background of the flyer is a very blue sky with very green grass, and it's a transparent image, so it is a bit blurred, just so that you can see all the stuff on the flyer clearly, but you can see that there's trees in the outline of the on top of the grass, and then the Disability Festival in the Park logo is on the top left hand side and has a very bright sun behind it. And then all of the things on the flyer are the United Friends vintage tea room with a little teacup, We have a green tennis ball with the words accessible sports overlaid on it. We have an easel with creative arts written on it. We have a laughable comedy with a little microphone beside it. And then we have a pink truck, which underneath reads food and drink. We have a picture of a zebra for our zebra wellbeing tent. So that will be a sensory tent that will be very calming for anybody who feels a bit overwhelmed and just wants some quiet time. Then we have a little bunny rabbit who is super cute. I mean, I don't actually like rabbits, but this little guy is very cute. Eating a carrot. And it says Pet and Zoo. We then have another microphone which reads stage and music performers. We have a tent which has Information Village written on it. And then like a carousel type, London Eye type thing with fun fair. And then it has and so much more. There is a QR code on the bottom right hand side. You can visit the website at disabilityfestival.co.uk or you can email info@disabilityfestival.co.uk. And then at the very bottom of the front page of the flyer, we have all of the logos of either the major funders or sponsors or the people involved in the planning. So without going through all of them and what they look like and what colours they have, because I don't think anybody, if you do want to know, then please give me a call. We have the London Borough of Redbridge Community Infrastructure Levy, the Lloyds Bank Foundation. So they're both very big funders of the festival this year. Then we have CFDN, One Place East. We've got CMPM, which is CM Production Management. So they're one of the event managers. Then we have Events and Joy, another event manager. Vision Redbridge Culture and Leisure. Vision Ability, Redbridge Forum, Colours of Redbridge, Barkingside Arts Club, the London Borough of Redbridge, Well Enterprises, so that's Woodbine and Link Place. And then we have Stowe Brothers, who are a local estate agents who have supported the festival for years. And then lastly, we have Health Watch Redbridge. So they are all of the organisations involved in one way or another within the festival. And that is the end of the front page of that flyer. So side 2 of that flyer is of the lineup. So it's a very same background. The logo and the sun are in the same place. And then on this, we just have all of the different acts that we will have on the day. So firstly, sensational community performers. So there will be representatives across all organisations involved and some of those that are not involved in the planning that are just based in Redbridge. We've got some really lovely solo and group acts that will be joining us on the main stage. Then we have a Touch of Tina by Carrie Ann Rendell, who is going to do a Tina Turner tribute, which I'm hearing is amazing. Then we have a Deaf Rave Wooger Zone. So Deaf Rave are an organisation that work with people who are deaf or hard of hearing. They're going to do a lovely DJ set for us, and they will have a Wooger Zone available during their set, which for those who don't know what it is, because I definitely didn't, is a haptic vest that you can wear. So if you're somebody with a hearing impairment, and even if you're not and you just want to try it out, that's also fine. You put on this vest and it allows the frequencies and the vibrations to transmit through your body, which obviously is mainly for people who cannot hear or who have very limited hearing. So that's going to be absolutely amazing. Then we've got Ed Sheeran Illusion. That's Joseph Doran. So he will be joining us as Ed Sheeran on the day. We have Sarah Peterson, who has performed at the festival many times before, who is also incredible. We've got Monkey's Wedding, who literally are amazing. DJ sounds from Dirty Stopouts and Well Academy. And then, last but not least, a tribute to Michael Jackson in David Boakes. So, yeah, we've got a really, really amazing lineup this year. Again, if you want any information, you can contact info@disabilityfestival.co.uk, or you can call me on my work mobile at 07944 119 899. I would 1,000,000% recommend coming along to the festival, especially if you haven't ever before, because I promise you won't look back in ever attending again. It is the most wonderful day, and I guarantee you'll have the best day ever. So yeah, please do come along, and hopefully we will see you there. So that is the end of the One Place East Talking newsletter for July 2026. Thank you for sticking with me. Hopefully you have found something or a number of things that you would like to be a part of in this newsletter. Just to reiterate, if you want any more information about any of the things included, please contact the One Place East office on 0208 925 2435. You can email info@oneplaceeast, or you can contact me on my mobile or text me if you prefer to communicate that way on 07944 119 899. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you all in August. Take care.